Hi, welcome to Larry's lesson, part 2, getting back on your horse after a long break. So I'm Dee Wilkinson and this is Coaching Horses. We're going to talk a little bit today about 10 tips for getting back on your horse and feeling confident. So this video is for you and your mind rather than what you need to do with your horse. You need to make sure that your horse is ready for you to get back on, so you have an instructor, Larry's helping, and you know whether you need to lunge, ride and lead, and your horse's back is checked and saddle and everything. So we're going on the assumption that your horse is all ready, and this is about you and your thinking, really, your mindset. So I just want to go back to the last video. Foundation 2 was around rider competence. And some people come to me and say, oh Dee, you know, I'm a bit worried about getting back on. So my first question is, do you believe you have the competence to sit normal horse behaviour? So with your horse, if they spook or they do a small playful buck or they spin or whatever it is they do, all of that is what I call normal horse behaviour. And if your body knows how to manage that, then we can work on what's happening in the mind. Or if you don't feel you have the competence to manage your normal horse behaviour, then obviously get someone who's a bit more experienced to help you do that. So I'll just say that at the beginning. So we've got 10 tips. I'm going to run through, so you might want to get a cup of tea, each tip, and then go through the detail of what each one of these means. So the first tip we're talking about is risk assess. So there's nothing wrong with setting yourself up for success and making sure that you've got everything in place to make your getting back on as successful as possible. So these would be things around, you know, is the day calm and sunny? It's not too windy and rainy? Have you got the help there that you need? Are you in the right frame of mind, or are you carrying a lot of stuff from outside of your horse world that's sort of been backing up and taking precedence in your head? Is there an uphill route you could maybe take first of all, a safe route? And what time of day is it? You know, are you hungry? How are your own energy levels? And have you got the time? Because many people make the mistake that they don't set themselves up with enough time to go ahead. So before you get on, risk assess and make sure everything's in place that you need for it to be successful. The second tip is around acknowledging your feelings. So emotion will always be stronger than your logic. So whilst you think, I know I'm going to be fine, if you get a massive rush of adrenaline, that's going to send you potentially into a place that's not going to be helpful to you. So if we just go to this chart a minute. Whatever you believe down here is key to what your behaviour is at the top. So if you believe you're safe on your horse and things are going to be okay, you will think that they're going to be okay. Your thoughts will create your feelings internally, which is around your emotion here, which will then create your behaviour. So looking at what you believe about you and your horse is really key, and focusing on, I believe I can be confident and capable on my horse. Therefore I think I can, therefore I feel I can, therefore I behave as if I can. So that's really key to think about what your beliefs might be under there. Isn't it, Larry? Another practical thing is around your breathing. So if you're on board and you start to feel yourself getting tense, it's easy to say, but nice deep breaths out through your tummy. The more you breathe and relax a sigh of relaxation, the more that transfers through to your horse as well. So breathing is key, keeping your shoulders back and your body language upright. When people get tense, they start to curl up, so just be aware of that. And if you feel yourself curling, unfold and just breathe deeply. Singing is a great help. Now we laugh about this and it's well known in the horse world, but actually it's known that if we're trying to meet more of our potential and our body knows what we have to do, it's only our mind and our thoughts that get in the way. So if you can keep your mind busy by singing a song and leave your body to get on with the job, that can be really helpful and take your mind away from any anxiety you might be feeling. Another practical tip is staying in peripheral vision. So if you think you're a zebra out on the plain and a lion comes up behind you, as soon as you're frightened, you focus on where you want to go, and all your adrenaline and energy and flight response can go to that. When you're happily grazing, you have peripheral vision, so you're quite relaxed, but your view is all around you. So if you feel yourself getting tense on a horse, what you can do is look at the horizon, just remain in peripheral vision, and that instantly takes your anxiety levels down, because you can't be in flight mode if you're in peripheral vision. This also comes to number 6, which is remaining present. So a lot of our thoughts are in the future about what might happen, or in the past about what has happened. So as soon as you recognise your thoughts are somewhere that's not helpful, then try to bring your thoughts back to the present. Am I okay right now in this moment? Because 99% of the time you are okay in the moment. It's just what you're thinking about is making you feel anxious. Visualization, so another really powerful key that lots of athletes and performance people use. So before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning, visualize yourself, run through a video of success. You're on your horse, riding confidently, your horse going well for you. Keep that visualization going and finish on a good note in your head. And what that does is create neural pathways for your brain to set yourself up for success. You can't control everything around you, but you can control, once a thought has come in, what you do with it. So visualizing success is really powerful. Number 8, experience company. So it can be helpful if you're nervous to go out with somebody more experienced. They can help look at your body language and say to you, you're sitting a bit far forward, sit back a little bit, put your heels down, just relax, and your horse will be more relaxed in company probably as well, a bit less spooky. So get someone experienced to go out with you. Number 9, ride with purpose. Now I think this is really important and lots of people don't do enough of it. So if you've got a purpose and you've made a plan for when you get on about where you're going to go, how long you're going to be, what you're going to do, you've already mapped out in your mind what's going to happen successfully for a start, so that helps. And horses, when they've got a purpose and they're busy, they're much less likely to do something silly. So rather than be a passenger, make a conscious commitment to ride your horse with purpose. If your friend was in danger and you had to ride your horse to get help, you would be much less concerned about, my horse might spook or might do something. You'd be on a mission to get help for your friend. So whilst you don't want to be thinking about bad things, the important thing is to think, no, actually I need to do this, we're going this way, we're going on a mission, and there's no option in this. So riding with purpose can help give you and your horse confidence. And the last one is be the leader. So going back to your groundwork and your competence, you and your horse are a herd of 2, and you need to make the conscious decision about who's the leader for your horse's sake. They're normally looking to you for leadership and guidance, and if they trust in your leadership, they're far less likely to do anything wrong. Larry, you're so in the camera. He's so beautiful that he just has to be in the camera all the time, don't you, Larry? Yes, you're very beautiful. So I hope those 10 tips have been helpful to you. What we can offer through the coaching service is we do an equine confidence booster session. So if you've ever had an accident or a fall which has made you lose confidence, we can do a coaching session which will effectively reduce the fear that you may have developed through that accident or incident. I can do groups of 4 on Zoom or something like that, and we can do hour sessions as well. So if you're interested, you can message our Facebook page or email riding@babyfarm.co.uk. Anyway, I hope that's helpful to you. Best of luck in getting back on, and any questions, feel free to message. See you soon. Thanks from me and Larry.